Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 543. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Brian.
Hey! Oh, wait, hold on. I got to update Blake's numbers here. Let me get Blake's numbers here. He's now 7 for 18.
Is that including the last three this week?
7 for 19.
Yeah. I was gonna say. That's, yeah.
Hey, you know what? He was doing really good, Brian. And then he decided that, well, my batting average is too high. I need to lower it a little bit. So, welcome, everybody. Before we get started here, Jim was nice enough to bring us more Sour Patch Oreos, correct?
He sent them over.
And if you have not gotten Sour Patch Oreos, you need to. A limited time. They have not sponsored us yet, but these things are magnificent. So, Brian, you just had another one, didn't you?
I actually have not yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. I'm sorry.
I have not.
Here you go, Jeff.
But
There's
I'm
one for
going
you.
to.
They need to sell these in bulk.
Yes. These are a little warm. Were these in your car?
They were in my car.
Okay. Could be. The cream's a little melty.
That makes it even better.
Not sure about that.
I'm 100% sure about that.
I don't think I noticed it last time that they actually have like the red and green on the outside, the Sour Patch on the cookie itself.
Yeah, they're baked into the cookie and into the cream.
I think that brings a big flavor change to it. I think that helps.
It really does.
So, and I think Jim said this was in his top 5
Yeah.
for a favorite Oreo.
It's probably in mine now.
Really?
Yeah, they're just so good.
This and the chocolate peanut butter pie.
Chocolate peanut butter. This is fighting for number
Really?
one.
See, I'm going chocolate peanut butter pie still.
I'm holding back because recency bias and all that. I don't want to
Correct.
throw it there. But, yeah, this is very well could be
Yes.
my favorite Oreo cookie.
Brian, the good news, no peeps for you this week.
Oh, all right. Jesus is finally over. We're finally done with Jesus.
I don't think we're done with Jesus yet. I don't think yet.
We're done with this holiday until December.
We think.
We better be.
Until the sequel comes back.
Well, I mean,
Right.
there's the the feast of the
Immaculate.
the Annunciation.
Okay.
So we got to celebrate that, and
We have to.
we have to
Isn't there like a Epiphany or something like that? Feast of the Epiphany?
that's in January.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the Ascension.
Okay. Okay.
The Ascension.
Okay. Isn't that like a month after Easter?
I thought it was longer, but
Oh, maybe it
if it's
is.
a month, then I might have missed it and didn't celebrate it.
Well, we had peeps last week, so that could be our celebration.
That could be our ascension.
Yeah.
I like that. Welcome, everybody, to Catholic Talk.
To figuring out Jesus's holidays.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus talk.
I mean, pretty much every week is a Jesus holiday.
Yeah. Hey, people like it when we talk religion on here. Well, at least when we put it in the title. We don't really get feedback after that. Usually they go, stop it.
Yeah, it's because after they start listening, they realize that we're making fun of them.
We're not making fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I am.
Well, yes, you are.
I don't know about anybody else, but yes, it is me making fun.
I do want to let everybody know that Damn Cockney has been canceled by CBS. But Kafka is still around for Michael Richards for the fall shows. So just want to let you know, CBS had a rough Monday night. Grandma Needs a Mattress and Damn Cockney have both been canceled. That was the 9:30 block.
I kind of forgot all about Damn Cockney.
It was with Dean Winters. So just let you guys know. So it was a rough day. Wibbly Wobbly's still going on strong, though. So that's good.
Oh,
that's good.
That's like top 5 show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The season finale should be airing soon.
It should be. And then
we're gonna have to start working on this fall's lineup soon.
Well, there's not many shows that have been canceled. Grandma Needs a Mattress, Damn Cockney, F.U. Billy McFarland, and Campbellism is okay with Army Hammer.
Well, yeah,
That's been replaced by now, right?
Yeah. That was replaced with Looking at a Microwave. Fox really got into that. Look at Microwave did not get picked up by CBS, so Fox picked it up. So clearly, it's a microwave just turning.
But you get to watch cool things expand in the microwave.
Is that going to go up against Fox News?
Down the hall. Speaking of things blowing up in the microwave or just cooking in the microwave, I got hooked on Shawshanked into watching some Dave Letterman dropping stuff off a building. It was like from the 1980s, early 90s. I don't even know why. I think it was on that Two TiVos to Paradise. He had something. He had Dave working Taco Bell, which was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go back and see it. And then he worked McDonald's. But then it went into Dave dropping things off the building, and I was like, I remember watching this when I was a kid because my brothers used to watch that.
I remember when I was thinking this was the height of entertainment.
It probably was. It probably is still. Have you seen TV lately?
Yeah, we put a whole fall schedule out. I mean, we have Wibbly Wobbly.
That's true. Is it better than Wibbly Wobbly? Yeah. So there you go.
Do you think that's where Kramer got the idea for dropping the balloon off the building in the Kramerica episode? The oil.
Just one day we'll get that chicken. That could have been. That is one of my favorite episodes when he gets the intern.
Yeah.
War. What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
That's a song. Where do you think he got it from? Let's see here. October 18th through the 28th this year. Come to Sharonville for the Cincinnati Comic Expo. We'll be there. Old Man Brad is going to be there as well. He'll be doing wonderful panels with me and Jim.
I'm Brad.
There he is. Chuck Norris is going to be there. Mira Sorvino.
Sad news that Chuck Norris's CW show got canceled today.
Chuck Norris had a CW show?
Oh, I mean, it was the reboot.
Oh, the Walker.
They finally officially canceled it. So now they have no original programming on CW.
The fall,
they can come to us. We can find something for them.
I guarantee Dr. Dana would love to have Jared Padalecki
at the show
or in our fall lineup. Anywhere near she could be around him.
Andrew, we need Jared.
So I know they have like their own supernatural con.
Okay.
That they go places. Like they're in Nashville in December. Mm-hmm. They're in Columbus in June. Mm-hmm. But Jared isn't going to be there. But he's going to be at the one in Nashville. Like the one in Nashville is Jared, Jensen, Misha Collins. Mm-hmm. It's like all of the main stars are in that one. So
has she seen all the series?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's like 16 seasons.
Yeah.
Which is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
and you really don't hear people bitch like, oh, it really went downhill. Like, people say, oh, it wasn't as good, but obviously it's 16 seasons.
Yeah, and I mean,
But there's not a lot of like anger in the social media world, which is shocking, towards it.
I mean, if there is, then it's a very quiet group of people who are upset that just aren't making as much noise.
CW does have 2 shows, I believe, original shows in the fall. All American, and there's another 2. There might be 2 new ones, but everything else is WWE NXT. I think they still have another season of Whose Line Is It Anyways? Because during COVID and right after COVID, they taped like enough shows to last like 4 seasons. Wow. So that still has another season. But yeah, CW is basically, it's very weird. Like, they said that they're going more into live sports. I guess they got NASCAR, or like a form of NASCAR. That I don't know, or like maybe the lesser races in the NASCAR series. I'm not sure, but they got NASCAR, they got Live Golf or whatever it is, and then they got WWE and NXT. They said that Raw and SmackDown was too much for them, too expensive.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. So
Tell you what, they should sign TNA.
I would love for them to get TNA. That would be amazing. You went to that this week.
Yeah, Jim, myself, and Dr. Dana went to night 2 of the 2-night event down in Newport.
I saw you saw a championship change hands.
We did. We saw the digital media championship changed hands.
Yes. Spoilers.
Saw Jordan Grace defend her title.
Who'd she face?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Another female wrestler.
She's amazing.
She
Another
probably
female wrestler.
Yes.
she probably will not be in TNA very long.
Yeah.
Only thing is that her husband's also there. So
Gresham is there, and I think that could be a factor.
He's a scary person.
He is
The octopus.
Everybody gives him hell because he's so small, like short, but he is a bundle of muscle.
Wrestler. Yeah, he's a hell of a wrestler.
He is.
But he's very scary.
Yeah.
His mask is very scary.
Is it the octopus with all the tentacles coming out? Oh, yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
You saw Joe Hendry.
We did see Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Even quickly got to meet him.
How was he?
Oh, he's amazing.
He really is.
He's a great guy.
If they don't strap
Great
a rocket
wrestler.
to him soon.
Yeah.
I know he's feuding with Moose.
Mucinex?
Yes, Moose. He hates allergies.
Yeah, tis the season, my friend.
Stupid phlegm.
Is he? Did he face the green booger thing from Mucinex commercials?
Yeah, it like slimed its way to the
ring.
To the ring.
If you haven't seen Joe Hendry, even if you're just like in passing a wrestling fan, it's funny. He does a lot of. He's like the Weird Al Yankovic of wrestling theme songs. He did a really good one about Scotty 2 Hotty, but he can wrestle.
Yeah, he is a very good wrestler.
I would love to see him in WWE one day. I think TNA would be smart to give him a pretty good, serious championship. That would be great. But yeah, I think if they don't, I think he's WWE bound. I think especially with Triple H, he's just fantastic.
He wrestled one of the guys that's the guy that tags with Brian Myers.
Matt Cardona?
No.
Heath Slater?
The other guy.
No.
Okay.
Neither of
Other guy.
Neither of them.
None of those none of the people that Brian Myers is with
Currently?
the guy who he's with currently.
Okay.
Like none of Matt Cardona or neither of them were there. So,
Okay. I think Cardona's actually injured.
yeah.
He's separated? Short. Did you see the Nemeth twins?
Yeah, multiple times. So they came out.
Former Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah. So funny thing about that match. So earlier in the show, Nick and Ryan came out as a ring help for Joe Hendry because they were like Brian Myers and whoever
His group,
else,
yeah.
they were all out there. So like right before the match, Nick and Ryan came out as help.
Eddie Edwards?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that sounds
That's him.
right.
Yep.
There we go.
The ski jumper?
Yes.
Cool.
Eddie the Eagle. Yeah.
Eddie, he found a new life as a wrestler at 75.
Yeah. Hey, never give up.
That's right. Never give up your dreams.
He believes like Joe.
He
Hendry.
does.
So they came out, and that was a lot of fun. And then they wrestled later in the evening. They wrestled the guys that are part of the Bullet Club.
Chris Bay.
Yeah, Chris Bay and
Yeah, I gotcha.
the other guy.
Yeah.
So like they start the match and it's kind of quiet in the arena, and like right before Ryan locks up with the other guy, there's probably a 8-year-old kid that's in the seats. There were probably generously like 300 people there.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a big thing. Mm-hmm. But he like very quiet and he goes, "Hey, that's Dolph Ziggler." And like everyone just starts laughing. Like Nick turned and kind of like winked at him. And, so yeah, but that was a fun match. That's the first time. So they're brothers. Mm-hmm. First time in both of their wrestling careers that they've actually wrestled in a tag team together.
That's pretty cool. I'll be honest. I think Nick Nemeth going there is probably the best thing he could have done.
Yeah.
Since leaving WWE, because if he went to AEW, he would have been lost in the crowd because they're really struggling. I even have trouble watching AEW now.
I mean, to be fair, if he would have went to AEW, it would have just been him following all of the other WWE guys like Christian and Edge and Brian, Daniel Bryan and like all those guys. Like, and I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is that happened to AEW, but it's bad.
It wasn't supposed to be, let's just rehash the stuff that's too old for WWE.
It's not. It's a problem, too, because the Elite has taken over, like, Young Bucks and those guys.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, I look at the ratings just out of curiosity because I like numbers and stats. And every time the Young Bucks get on the screen, they drop 40 to 50,000 viewers. Wow. And, like, they break up the segment, you know how they do quarters and that.
Yeah.
Every time they show them on, they drop 40 to 50,000. It's every single time. It's consistently. And I'm like...
You know what it sounds like to me? There's a group of people about 40 to 50,000 strong that are doing it on purpose.
I'm fine with that because they're horrible. And I'm like, read the tea leaves there, man. Like, stop it.
But I mean, they've kind of sank all their...
Oh, they did.
That AEW has kind of sank all their teeth into
They
them.
push their chips in with the Elite.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
But, I mean...
TNA is fun to watch. The problem is I can't find it.
Yeah, well,
it's not on any channels I have.
Yeah, you can watch the episodes because like over the weekend I think they filmed all of the things. So like I think they filmed at least 2, if not more, like weeks
episodes
worth of things. But I know you can watch them on YouTube.
Okay.
Like when they the day that they come out, you can stream them on YouTube.
I'll take a look at that because I haven't seen that. Like I said, it's tough because I would love to watch them. It's just they don't make it easy.
No, but I mean to be fair, they like I said they don't have a deal like any of the other ones where they can film live and travel like that. They have to.
The owners own AAXS, I think it is, channel, whatever channel they're on, they own that channel, and they are like, we need content,
right? So
they just throw it on there.
Yeah.
Because even what is it? Roku has it too, but I think it's Tubi. They have a TNA channel too.
Nice.
So it's the old school ones, but it's at least on there. So,
but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good.
Myself and Jim and Erica we had a blast.
Dr. Dana had fun?
We all had a great time. Jim and I got numerous chants started throughout the night.
That's the best is when that happens.
Yeah. So
my kids hear me singing I Believe in Joe Hendry throughout the house a couple times a week. I do love it. I love that song. And so I was in charge of the music for my son's baseball game, my oldest son's baseball game, and it's good. It's a pretty nice sound system. It's a pretty nice park that he plays his home games at. And before the game started, I played the "I Believe in Joe Hendry" song, and I noticed, and I was like, "Did you hear me play?" He's like, "Yeah, Dad. No one gets it."
Did anybody wave their arms from side to side?
Oh. I was excited. I was excited up in the announcer's booth, but no, nobody else was as excited for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like it was great. The Sami Callihan was the main event.
Because he came back.
Yeah, love that guy. Don't know much about him, but
He's a crazy motherfucker.
love that guy.
He used to tag with John Moxley.
Okay,
So
he's got a great entrance song, it's Death Machine, and it is very metal, and it's amazing. And he's a super nice guy too.
Yeah, he has no issue putting over people at all,
Yeah.
which is really nice to see. When TNA had Tessa Blanchard as the men's heavyweight, well, the world heavyweight champion, they didn't distinguish. He put her over without issue, and it was really nice to see. I think Brian Cage actually even put her over too to win the belt.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, got to kind of hang out afterwards. Got to meet some of the talent.
Okay.
After their meet and greets, they had a few meet and greets, but Ryan, yeah, he had his own free meet and greet that he didn't know that he had, but he was out in the concourse talking to the three of us, and probably 30 different people were just kind of lined up behind us,
waiting,
standing there staring at him. So he was like, all right. And but to his credit, he talked to every single one of them, signed whatever they needed to.
Did you get him on the podcast?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
But got to meet Nick.
We can even go to Dana's.
Well, he won't be there. He'll be in California, where he lives.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He lives in L.A. Got to meet Ash by Elegance or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Formerly Dana Brooke.
Yep.
Could not have been a nicer person.
I do like those smaller wrestling shows just because you really do get to see them come together a little bit.
Got a picture with her.
Nice.
Got some pictures with Ryan. So yeah, it was a all around fun event.
Good.
And it was free.
Can't go wrong with that.
Jim got a ticket from somebody as he was walking in. They're like, "Hey, do you need a ticket?" And he was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Here." I didn't know if Ryan had put us on the guest list or not. And I asked, and she was like, I don't see it. How many tickets? And I was like, it would have been 2. And she's like, yeah, here you go. So we were like, all right, cool.
We're going.
Have no problem, paying the $12 or whatever it was. But I mean, genuinely, was just asking because he has done that.
Yeah.
Has had his brother do that for us.
Did you go online after the show and then just start trashing because that's what social media does?
The only thing that I did do, I did go onto Twitter, and I just wanted everyone to be aware that I was going to be starting a new thread on Reddit about Ryan.
Okay.
Reddit really hates him.
Okay. Why?
That's a great question. So he kind of was one of the driving forces behind all of the NXT Bill DeMott stuff that happened.
Oh. I gotcha.
He was one of the main people involved in that.
Okay.
And Reddit really hated him for that.
Time out. Internet hates people?
They do, yeah.
Jeff, have you ever heard that?
More than you'd imagine.
No, I thought the internet was a place of love and affection.
Better question. How do you get to Reddit? Because I still don't know it.
You just type in reddit.com.
I don't get it.
And then you'll
I don't like the subcategories.
Well, I mean, you have to.
I mean, I can get to Reddit.
I mean, once you're there, you just have to type what you're looking for, and then it'll pull it up.
I don't like it.
It gives you a whole bunch of different threads, and none of them are what I'm looking for half the time.
Well, I mean,
it's not free though. Cincinnati Comic Expo, you need to get your tickets.
It is not.
It is not. Brian, you're going to be there.
I will be there, Jason. I am planning on showing up.
I plan on being there.
I plan on being there. We did have a social media poll of the week. You can find us at Bad Ideas Podcast. And on Facebook at The History of Bad Ideas. Please follow us. Give us some likes. Give us some reviews. What is your favorite park at Walt Disney World? We do this every couple years just to see what people think. We have Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. Last place, Animal Kingdom, 5%. Good choice. It's kind of lackluster. 16% Epcot. That's your favorite.
That's what I voted for.
And then winning 50% to 27%, Magic Kingdom over Hollywood Studios. I would flip those two. I like Hollywood Studios better.
We had several other people put in their votes on this poll.
I don't believe that.
We had a vote for Coney Island.
Ugh.
We had a vote for Harry Potter World.
Ugh.
I still don't think any of them are at Walt Disney World.
We had a vote for Cedar Point.
Oh. That's there. That's a new land.
We had a vote for the Rock and Roller Coaster.
That's actually in Hollywood Studios.
Oh, okay.
They're reopening on July 27th.
And then we had a vote for Universal.
Oh. I don't think that's there.
It's in Orlando.
It is in Orlando. It is
It's like
in Orlando.
across the street.
Yes.
And then we had someone ask, was Park and Ride not an option?
No, it was not.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo Lot 7.
Yeah, we had a lot of chatter on that poll.
We did. People like to be funny.
Apparently.
You know the best part? The monorail that connects them all together.
Monorail.
That's one rail, isn't it?
Yes. It put Shelbyville on a map. Oh, look what happened to Shelbyville. I call the big one Bitey. Jeff, how are you doing over there? Anything going on?
Nothing's going on.
Okay. I'm mentally exhausted from work this week, but I was looking forward to tonight, so that's good.
I 120% almost did not get out of the car to come in.
I could see that. We don't have to talk about that, though.
Yeah.
So we are sorry and big hugs. I was my family was very upset last night when we heard about that. So, but we're going to have a fun time, Brian. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time. So, moving on here.
Oh, I do want to say something.
Yes.
Throw out a happy belated birthday to Scab Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff Morris and his beautiful wife Jen. They
Happy
share a
birthday.
and they had their birthday this past Saturday.
congratulations.
They had a party, and Jeff was pretty much passed out when I got there.
What time did you get there? 2 p.m.?
No, that's about when he started. I got there about 6:30.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He was pretty drunk, and from what I understand, and since he doesn't listen to this, he probably won't hear it anyway. From what I understand, he doesn't remember
Drinking?
He doesn't remember starting the grill.
Oh.
And he was grilling when I was there. When I got there, he was grilling.
Did he fall asleep on the grill?
Oh, no. He was up for a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
But then, yeah.
Did he grill anything on the grill?
Oh, yes, he did.
Okay, just making sure.
You know, burgers and dogs.
Okay, I didn't know if he was just standing there with just a spatula. Hey, guys, you need anything? We're good, bro. We're good, Jeff.
I mean,
good, Jeff.
Other people had to make sure that the food got from the grill to the proper place.
Or finished cooking.
Down and
That could be a good game show this fall.
Drunk grilling.
Yes! And you have to get you not only grill it, it has to be done, so it can't be raw.
yeah,
and,
if your burger, you're disqualified if you don't cook it properly.
and you got to get it on a plate and go through an obstacle course. I like this.
And you have to remember to turn off the propane.
Yeah.
Who would be the host of a show like that?
Ooh, drunk grilling.
I mean,
Ryan Lochte, the
I was gonna say Nick
dumbass
Offerman.
swimmer.
Like Nick Offerman, I feel like would be a good host of that.
I think Offerman's too classy for it.
I kind of like the Ryan Lochte choice.
Yeah, he was stupid on what was that? Traders.
Oh, he was on Traders?
Yeah, season 1. He's not smart.
Well, then maybe I don't want him on my show then.
He's not a smart guy. I could, in all honesty, I could see Gronkowski doing it.
I wouldn't watch it.
Well, I wouldn't watch it. I'm just saying I could see him doing it.
Well, if it's on our network, I want to watch it.
Okay.
It's something. If we're going to put it out there, I want to be able to watch
So
it.
we got. How about this? We
What
have.
about Greg Olson? I hear he needs a new job.
Well, he's the number 2 guy right now.
Uh,
He only took a $7 million pay cut.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tom Brady.
Hey.
Sorry. My bad. My bad. I'll go easy on you this week, Brian. I'll go easy.
Easy on Tom Brady.
I am glad you're here, Brian. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
And let's see here. I think that was all pretty much. Before we go ahead and introduce listener feedback, Brian, I'll let you do that here.
Listener feedback.
Good.
Sponsored by Hello Jeff. what's in the box this week.
I love that Hello Jeff. Their tagline is, what's in the box?
This
Hobie
week
Pod is 20% off.
It's all the stuff left over from Scab Jeff's birthday party.
Okay.
So there's cheeseburgers
Syphilis.
and hamburgers.
Okay.
Although I think all the burgers got cheese. So maybe you only get a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Or a hot dog.
Are they cooked already?
Some could be.
You just have to microwave them. Hey, it's like...
The pulled pork. Jeff smoked some pulled pork that was really good that he probably doesn't remember.
It's in there, though?
But that's in there.
Okay.
Some chips and beers. I think there might be beers in there for those people who are of drinking age subscribed.
Are the chips in free range or are they in a bag?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Ooh, that sounds delightful.
It's your ultimate picnic. I mean,
nothing
the
said...
buns are included. There's
To be fair,
3 different types of barbecue sauce in there.
Okay.
Wow. To be fair, I mean, this is a great week to get that box. Memorial Day coming up.
It is coming up.
Save the time at the grill. Get your Hello Jeff box.
Everything's half grilled for you anyway.
Yeah, you just got to finish it off and top it as you'd like.
Some of it could be grilled. Is the barbecue sauce in jars or free?
It's in packets.
It's in packets.
Okay.
Or at least in
It's actually just Arby's sauce.
Horsey sauce.
It's just in a
Tupperware
sandwich bag.
In a Ziploc.
Not even a Ziploc. You kind of had the old
fold
school
over.
where you had to fold it over, and we hope it will hold.
Hey.
Because the people delivering these packages wouldn't screw them over.
No. Post office does too good of a job.
Do we know? Did Pittsburgh Nerd ever get his thing?
Pittsburgh Nerd did want to tell us thank you for their mixer.
Oh, well, the USPS did something good.
Yes, they did. So the nice thing is, a couple years ago, we had some funds, and we bought a really nice mixer, a Zoom P8 mixer. And
that only has one problem.
What's that?
The
format button.
4 buttons too close to the save button.
For fat fingers, it is. So
that's DJ Fat Fingers to you.
It has great sound effects.
Yeah, that's not the sound effect.
Oh, okay. Has great sound effects. It's a pretty easy system to use, right? And so we had a mixer that Dr. Bednar gave us, and we said, "Hey, do you want it back or do you want us to pay it forward?" And he said, "Pay it forward." So we paid it forward by sending it to Pittsburgh Nerd, and they were very appreciative of it. So we're very happy to pay it forward on that. Brian, what you got for listener feedback?
All right. Listener feedback, we always start off with that one guy.
Beaver Hands.
8-bit.
Ape Hands.
7.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Chili Billy.
Screwdriver.
Jewel of the Licking.
Sunny D.
The Postman.
Kurt Rambo Expert.
Kurt Rambus Expert.
The Hammer.
Oh.
Dad.
Yeah, there you go.
Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Doug.
Tippy Turtle.
Did you just say Tippy Turtle?
I could see that. If you flipped him over on his back, I don't think he's getting up.
I mean, his hands, he could be able to, reach the ground with his gigantic hands.
Yeah, but they would leave craters, so he would just keep going down farther into the earth when he tries to get...
We forgot Dunkaroo Doug.
Oh, yeah, Dunkaroo Doug, that's right. Coming to Fox next fall.
Yeah, I got some ideas for that.
Okay.
When you said he could go into the ground by doing that, I'm thinking, is he Dig Dug?
Yes.
And I thought, Dig Dug.
Dig Dug's a good one. That's a fun game.
Dig Dug. It's just Doug.
Yeah.
Doug wants to know, why is Oppenheimer so praised when it is just the movie version of the Rush song Manhattan Project? Geddy Lee deserves an Oscar.
I don't know any of this stuff, so...
I can't deny that Geddy Lee deserves an Oscar.
Is he in Rush?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he is the lead singer and bass player and keyboardist.
Is he alive still?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Is Rush still a band?
Yes. I mean, they're not active.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I mean, Neil Peart did pass away a couple of years back, so they really haven't done any touring or released anything new. They made a couple, the surviving members did make a couple of appearances at other places and whatnot. But
Are they in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
And tidbit I learned last week. The highest charting Rush song, at least in America, I'm sorry, the highest charting song that Geddy Lee appears on is the Bob and Doug McKenzie song.
Tom Sawyer?
No. Oh shit! What's the thing that you used to always say?
What's up? Brother.
Oh shit!
What's that all about?
Take off.
Take on me?
Take off.
Oh.
Take off, you hoser.
Oh, okay.
The name of the song was Take Off.
Okay.
And then Geddy Lee was... it was on the radio last week. And I'm letting it's like, oh, Bob and Doug McKenzie, and they're doing their blah, blah, blah. And the refrain hits, and I'm like, that sounds like Geddy Lee. and he's take off to the great wide north. Take off. And I had to look it up when I got home. I'm like, that was Geddy Lee. And it's like, this was the highest charting song that Geddy Lee ever performed on.
Did they do the song that... This is going to sound bad. This is how I remember it. Did they do the song back in the 70s that appeared in Bug's Life, the trailer for Bug's Life that was, out here in the
No, that's The Who.
Is it?
Oh. I'm trying to figure out what song.
Out here in the
I think
valley. Out here?
Out here in the streets?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think you're singing Bubba O'Reilly by The Who. Yes.
You should just know it from out here. Come on,
Yeah,
Jeff.
out here.
Yes,
I
that is The
thought
Who.
you were singing Fievel American Tail song.
No, that's Go West.
That's the second one.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know music.
Really? I never knew that.
I've come to realize that.
Now, you might be aware of Bob and Doug McKenzie from listening to them every Christmas doing their 12 Days of Christmas version of Bob and Doug McKenzie's 12 Days of Christmas.
No. The only 12 Days of Christmas I listen to is the one that Henno sent us. The Hobie 12 Days of Christmas. What else you got here, Brian?
There you go, Doug. From Nisi. She says Oreo is collaborating with Star Wars for something new. Are you excited?
So they're doing red and blue, I think. The light side and the dark side Oreos. And you don't know what package you get until you open it. Ooh. But my issue is this. I think Jim said this too. We would have been happier if they had different flavors.
Yeah, I'm about to say if it's just colors, then no.
Like you could have done a cherry and like a blueberry or something like that. Or blue milk. You could have called it blue milk. How did they screw this up? They could have called it blue milk Oreos.
But then what would the red be called? Red milk?
Satan's anus. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that goes with
Star Wars. No.
I don't think anybody would have wanted to buy that.
Lava.
Mustafar lava.
Yeah. See? It would have worked. Fucking messed that up, Oreo.
Yeah. If Oreo Star Wars collaboration, like you said, was a different flavor, even if it's the same flavor, just different colors, I'd be fine. But if it's just going to be the Oreo cookie with different color cream, that does not excite me.
No, it does not. So, very disappointing. Brian, you're excited about the Star Wars Oreos, right?
What are those?
It's a movie, a couple of movies.
Oreos or movies?
Both. Give it time. I'm sure they'll make an Oreo movie.
I mean, I would probably watch it if it were the Sour Patch Kids Oreo movie.
Oh, yeah. Those are so good.
I mean...
Still like those 2 weeks later.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm excited.
It's an Oreo.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it.
Jeff, do we have some Meow God music? I think we do. Do we? Somewhere over
Nope,
the
that's not it.
rainbow.
Okay, you can stop that now.
Sorry.
I don't know where the Meow God.
Seriously?
Well,
Seriously?
like I'm supposed to look ahead at this stuff and figure it out.
Next page. There you go.
Oh,
Thank you.
what the hell was that?
Sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
From Meow God at Meow God. If you guys are made of candy, what flavor would you be, and would you eat each other?
Wow.
I'm going on the assumption that would still be cannibalism. You know,
And that's frowned upon, right?
it is unless you're Armie Hammer.
His estate, at least in his house. Okay.
So I would say no. I don't think I would.
No.
I don't even know what flavor you guys would be, but I'm sure I would probably be something sour, maybe a sour lemony flavor.
Oh, okay. I was going to do a sour cherry for me. Sour cherry. Brian? I could see Brian being maybe a peep.
I don't think he would be a marshmallow flavor at all.
No. I could see Brian maybe being like a peppermint.
No.
What's your favorite candy? Chocolate?
I'm going to go with that was on my bunker list last week. Caramel cream.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I mean,
I probably would eat that.
If needed be, I could eat myself.
And then it would grow back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that.
Obviously.
So Brian,
That's how that works. Right?
so Jeff and I are sours, and Brian's caramel cream. That kind of fits the show, actually. What else we got here?
Oh, sorry.
You're right.
My digital outline went away.
I know. I apologize.
Yeah,
this week.
thanks.
Sorry.
From Pittsburgh Nerd.
Uh-huh.
They ask, what is your dream car?
The Homer.
Well, the great thing about the Homer is in normal cars, you can never find the horn when you need it.
That's right.
But in the Homer, they got horns there, and there.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what's great about the Homer.
Yeah. That's tough. You're not. We're not big car guys.
No, we're definitely
Brian, you're not a car guy, are you?
Not really, but I do have a car
ahead.
that if I ever had the ability to buy, I would buy it.
Okay. What is that?
It's a 69 Chevelle.
Okay.
Black with a white racing stripe.
Okay.
I'm about to say my ideal car is one that's paid off.
That's dream car, it says. Not ideal.
Yeah. Well, my dream car is one that's paid off.
Okay,
one that
that's a
I don't
good call.
have to continue making payments on.
You know what? I agree with that. We're buying a new car next month, and I agree with that.
And I know that makes me sound boring and a pain in the butt, but honestly, like if it gets me from point A to point B, I'm fine with it. Comfortably, I guess. The better, the more comfortable it is, the better. But
we were looking at a minivan, and my daughter, first world problems here. She was mad because we're also looking at SUV, and the SUV does not have reclining seats in the back with like a footrest that comes up. I was like, my bad on that one. She was very upset that my car is a 2009 and still runs great, and knock on wood. And when I take them up to the bus stop, if it's raining or something, she gets mad because it doesn't have heated seats. I'm like, really sorry there, girl. My bad.
must suck to live in your life.
Yes. I'm sorry. Would you like the LTD that had frozen seats when you had it when I was growing up? The 79 LTD. In the winter, the pleather was like cold as anything.
Yeah. Oh.
In the summer, it was like scalding hot. You had to put towels down. Oh my God.
Pretty much any season you had to put towels down.
Yes, you did. It was awful. But it was a tank.
I will say, as a child growing up, I always was a big fan of the Lamborghini Countach.
Okay.
And I guess if I had to pick a car, but anymore, I mean, realistically, I
It's,
would be driving 50 miles an hour. Like car that does 250.
Go around. Growing up, I was always a big fan of the Dodge Stealth. Remember those?
yeah.
And obviously I was like 17, 18 because I had a Dodge Daytona as my first car with the flip-up headlights. And but I remember always wanting a Dodge Stealth, and then I think they lasted like 5 years. And they're like, we're getting rid of these.
Did not take off like they hoped.
Bump, bump. Take off, stealth. Get it?
I don't.
I don't.
But
Like a stealth plane, take off.
oh,
No.
You know what? It's not funny when I have to explain it, Jeff.
it's not funny even if you didn't. Explain
Shut up,
it.
Jeff.
You explained it, and it's still bad.
What else you got here?
Wrapping up listener feedback with Professor Number 1 at Dr. Number 1. He says, who is your favorite sports announcer?
That's a good question.
I will say the one person who I actually enjoyed listening to, like during an NFL game, was Brian Billick.
Really?
But he only really did 1 or 2 years. I mean, he was teamed up with Tom Brenneman. And I enjoyed listening to those games because I really liked Brian Billick.
Okay.
I did not like him as a coach. Hated him and the team that he coached. But when he was announcing, and then they got rid of him to bring in, I don't even remember who else.
Farts
Romo,
McGee.
maybe.
Romo.
But so it's like, oh, now I really don't know. I mean, I guess Bob Costas is good.
I like Joe Testero. Testero? I can never say his name right.
I don't know who that is.
He did Holy Moly, but he also did Monday Night Football, I believe. I'll show you his picture. There you go. Joe Testero.
Yeah.
He does a lot of college football. He's hilarious. He does a really good job. He gets the emotion across. Because who was the other guy? Gus Bradley, I think that was. Or Gus something. Johnson. Gus Johnson was the guy that got the...
College basketball.
Yeah. He's very similar to that, but a little bit more toned down in that. So, yeah, I'm going with him. Who you got, Brian? Romo?
God, fuck no.
You're a Collinsworth fan, right?
No.
Better than his son.
I've never heard his son.
His son does the pregame show, and he's about as bad as Guy Fieri's.
Guy Fieri's son?
Yes.
Oh, no, that bad.
And he spells his name Jack Collinsworth as J-A-C. Get the fucking K. Dumbass.
I mean, his dad's C-R-I-S.
I know. I guess it's
So
just stupid name spellings runs in their family
It's a terrible family
name.
Well, mine's J-E-F.
That's true. That is true. But that's your DJ name too.
No, my DJ name is DJ Fatfinger.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't know.
Greg Olson's good.
Yeah, I mean, he's not bad.
Put it on the poster. Is he $7 million better?
I mean, I don't know.
You know, maybe this time next year I'll be saying Tom Brady's my favorite sports announcer.
It's not happening, but you know,
I doubt it.
yeah. Why don't you go with Tom Brady?
I mean,
He hasn't been bad.
that's very true. He has not been bad yet.
Troy Aikman,
God, no.
Al Michaels.
I was thinking Al, but no, like he's.
No, are we including like the pregame people?
No, it's announcers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know.
Pick one, Brian.
That Joe Nuxall.
There you go. There you go.
I liked him.
I did too.
I grew up with him and Marty.
Yeah, on the Reds.
The thing I liked about Joe is he didn't give unnecessary words.
Correct. You knew what was happening accurately most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
The problem was when you got in the car and you weren't sure if you were on the right station or not.
Because he wasn't talking.
It's like you just hear noise. Like, is that static?
Are those
especially
people
before digital
Yes.
radios where it was the analog. Can I get the station in?
Sometimes he didn't even say necessary words. Joe,
Yeah.
okay, give me some feedback here. What happened to Ken Griffey Jr.?
But when
He hit a home run. What?
when you're used to that, and then years later we get Tom Brenneman doing the game, where I swear to God, in his mind he was paid by the word because he never shut up.
So, bottom the ninth here, 2 outs. Reds coming up. You know, I went to dinner with my wife the other day at the boathouse. And I'll tell you one thing, that boathouse, we had a waiter there, ball 3. Anyways, and then this waiter, his name was Chris. Shut up, Tom. Tell me the game. Jeff, can you give me some news of the geek music over there? Over there.
I can.
Over there.
That's not a song.
We won't come back till we're done over there.
Please stop it.
It's time for a brand new installment of the news of the geek.
Per comicbookmovie.com, where Jeff gets all of his news from.
None of it.
After lending his voice to the character in 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Nicolas Cage is set to reprise the role of Spider-Man Noir in MGM Plus and Prime Video's Noir. According to Variety, the series will debut in the U.S. on MGM's Plus linear channel. I didn't even know that was a thing. Before launching globally on an Amazon streaming service. Quote, expanding the universe with Noir is a uniquely special opportunity, and we are honored to bring the series to our global Prime Video customers, said Vernon Sanders, head of television for Amazon MGM Studios. The extremely talented Nicolas Cage is an ideal choice for our new superhero.
Is this a different Nicolas Cage than I'm aware of?
Maybe this one has an H in it? Maybe.
Well, it's the extremely talented one.
It's true.
It's got to be different than the one I'm aware of.
Producing team with Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, Amy Pascal. Oh, jeez, it's Amy. She's back.
Yeah, they got Lord and Miller.
And the incredible team at Sony. Is it an incredible team? You could have just said the team at Sony. Let's see here.
It's also the extremely talented Nicolas Cage, so take that with a grain of salt.
While we don't know if Cage is playing a Peter Parker variant in the series, I'm guessing yes. An official logline says Noir tells the story of, quote, an aging and down-on-his-luck private investigator, Nicolas Cage, in the 1930s New York, who is forced to grapple with his past life as the city's one and only superhero. It's a live-action show, too. It's not a cartoon.
Oh.
Yeah. We are absolutely through. Oh, yeah. No one else could bring such pathos, pain, and heart to this singular character, said Catherine Pope, president of Sony Pictures. Let's see here. Sony has struggled with expanding the Spider-Man universe in theaters with movies like Venom, Morbius, and Madame Web, drawing mixed to negative reviews. Spider-Man 4 is in the works, starring Tom Holland, but the difference there is Marvel Studios is heavily involved on the creative side. So, yeah, when Venom is your best one out of those, that's not a good sign.
Is Venom better than Madame Web?
Yeah, I'm going to say that. I saw Everything Wrong with Madame Web, and those 7 minutes was enough for me. I saw that feature on it. Brian, good news.
What's that?
Speaking of Marvel films and shows, they just came out. They're rebranding Marvel.
Oh, good.
So get ready. They said, Marvel Studios said, now you don't have to watch the TV shows to be caught up on the movies. So they don't. They will interconnect a little bit, but not something that you have to see.
Oh.
So the good news is you only have 28 films to catch up on. Forget the TV series. Forget the coming TV series. Because like Agatha.
But you have to watch the old shows, though, you know.
Well, that's a detail they did left out, but yes.
To get what was going on in, say, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, you really needed to see WandaVision.
That is true. That is true. But going forward, from this point on.
From this point forward.
Yes. Just be excited, Brian.
Cool. Yeah. That's great for me. I really like that.
In other words, Marvel was like, we really don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore. Can you just come watch our shows? Which they should have done in the beginning.
Yeah.
It worked well for DC. Per comicbookmovie.com, where Jeff gets all of his news from.
None of it.
DC Studios Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters slate left us with plenty to be excited about. Did it? But news of a Booster Gold TV series coming to Max was arguably among James Gunn's most thrilling announcements. I do agree. I love Booster Gold. Fans have been waiting a long time to see the time-traveling superhero in live action. All signs point to Zolo Mandarin's Blue Beetle.
Oh, God.
Joining the time-traveling superhero, basically the character in the Blue Beetle film. That's awesome. I'm fine with that. Did you ever see Blue Beetle?
I never have.
It's on. You have Max?
I do have Max.
I would definitely recommend it. It's a fun film to watch and not have to worry about 1,000 films before.
I guess the question I have is, obviously Blue Beetle and Booster Gold were a team, but it was a different Blue Beetle.
It was Ted Kord, Blue Beetle. But in the Blue Beetle film, they do mention Ted Kord. He is in it. His lab and everything. So that was kind of cool. I think there's you know what? We already have a Blue Beetle. He got really good reviews. Keep him. He's young. Let him do it. So
does that make Blue Beetle the first movie in this? So
here's the trouble part where Brian and people like Brian get pissed off.
What do you mean, people like me?
I'll get to it here.
Okay.
Common sense. James Gunn said,
"Yeah,
hey, Blue Beetle is part of the new DC universe, and his film is okay to be included, but it's not in the DC universe." So we're like, what the fuck does that mean?
One or the other. Come on, one or the other.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Anyways, a production list update suggested Booster Gold will start shooting in July. Now, Scooper, My Time to Shine H, has chimed in claiming that this is indeed the case. One fact is the character has supposedly been cast in the DCU already. We don't know who will play Booster as we write this, but Guardians of the Galaxy Chris Pratt remains a fan favorite choice among many DC fans. He even said last year, if James thought I was right for it, then you know that I would have to consider it.
Well, Chris Pratt will work with James Gunn.
Yeah.
But find somebody else.
We don't need... Just get an unknown, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I like Chris Pratt, so it's not...
Yeah.
But it's just that, okay... Those of us in the superhero world, we don't need the same guy to be playing multiple people over and over. I mean, okay, a couple times it worked out well, with the what's his name, Chris Evans, moving from one superhero
Michael B. Jordan
franchise to another. Well, he should never have been cast in Fantastic.
No,
well, that should never have been made. That's
correct.
We ignore that.
Thanks,
existed.
Brian, do you know what Booster Gold is?
No.
Okay, I'll give you some background. He actually is a fun character. It's pretty lighthearted. He said the comedy series will explore imposter syndrome as a superhero. DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran has described the character as a loser. Well, this is a comic book thing, too. He's a loser from the future who uses basic futuristic technology to come back to present day. He pretends to be a superhero. Carter, the guy, is disillusioned by his lack of success and fame in his own time, steals advanced technology, including a powered suit and a robotic sidekick named Skeets, travels back to the 20th century to become a superhero. Initially motivated by fame and fortune, Booster Gold eventually matures into a genuine hero, using his abilities to protect the innocent and uphold justice. The comic book series is really good with him. Like, they've done that a couple times. But his series is hilarious because the whole time you're like, oh my God, everybody's fooled thinking this guy's a superhero. Yeah. And I think he was an actor in this, in the future.
Like that. Yeah, so everybody, and it turned out, when he actually did his best stuff, he was getting no recognition.
Yes.
When he finally, did something to help people, not because the cameras were shown, because it was the right thing to do, no one ever found out.
Correct. But yeah, and he's good friends with Blue Beetle in the series, comic book. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this would be great. Personally, years ago when they were talking about Booster Gold coming to the old DC films, Nathan Fillion was mentioned as it, which would have been tremendous. He was also mentioned as Wonder Man in the Marvel side of it.
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
But now Nathan Fillion's actually playing Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, which I'm not sure if he's a good pick on that one. I like Nathan Fillion.
He'll make it good.
Yeah. That's the problem is they should have put him as Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
I would have been fine with that. Yeah. But yeah, they're going to... And again, I think he has the acting to do it. It just doesn't seem like he would... Guy Gardner is like a younger, brasher, arrogant ass. And I don't see that as Nathan Fillion. So...
I'm sure Nathan Fillion could play arrogant ass.
Yeah. I think I did see Firefly. So yeah. So there you go.
I've seen The Rookie.
He is good in The Rookie.
He's fantastic.
So yeah. So there is your News of the Geek. Jeff, do you have a promo from Jock and Nerd, I think, that we would like to play? Maybe.
There it is.
Do you ever wonder when Spider-Man goes to the bathroom if the toilet paper sticks to his fingers?
You ever wonder why Superman wears his underwear outside of his pants?
My name is Imran.
My name is Anthony.
He's the Jock.
And he's the Nerd.
And we're your hosts for the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we sometimes try to attempt to answer these questions.
This is a full spoiler podcast, and we swear a lot.
Check it out for awesome geek news, interviews, and comic book reviews. Visit jockandnerd.com. We are your superhero TV, movies, and comic book culture curators.
Boom.
Jockandnerd.com. Jock and Nerd.
Jock and Nerd. I like those guys.
They are good guys.
Yes. Jeff, got some box office news? And world reports.
I do. I even got this little... Oh, wait. I have to change the page.
Seriously, DJ?
Well... You threw me off by throwing...
Just fucking hit the button.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
It's a very Mystery Science Theater thing. When the scientists are like, just hit the button.
Movies did good this week, so no real bombs.
Okay.
The top 5 of May 17th through the 19th of 2024 at number 1, Imaginary Friends, or IF, made $35 million in its opening weekend on a $110 million budget.
It was supposed to be they were expecting 40 to 45 million.
Oh, well, they overexpected that.
Yeah. My 7-year-old's actually seeing it this weekend. He's going to a birthday party, and they rented out the theater for this.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like this one isn't necessarily a first week is going to be, but I think it'll have staying power enough to, make a decent profit.
Yes, we'll get to that in the upcoming. Go ahead.
Coming in at number 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes made another $26 million, a total of $101 million on a $160 million budget.
I believe it's 259 worldwide. I'm looking forward to this.
Pretty good. Way to go, Planet of the Apes. Coming in at number 3, The Strangers Chapter 1 made $12 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $8 million.
So, scary movies in general get really good fan praise, right?
Yep.
They come out. The critics usually bash them.
Yeah.
But the fans
love them, and lower budgets, and they tend to opening weekend close to double what their budget.
Not so much on this one. It did well.
Yeah,
but the fans have not liked it, so they said the staying power may not be much.
Well, most scary movies or horror movies don't have staying power,
especially in May.
Yeah.
But Strangers Chapter 2 comes out in fall. Chapter 3 comes out next May.
We'll see how those go if people are disappointed in 1, 2, and 3 may suffer.
This is directed by Rennie Harlan from Cutthroat Island fame. So,
Mr. Gina Davis.
Yes.
Or is it the former Mr. Gina
Former.
Davis? They are no longer.
Yeah, they're divorced.
Coming in at number 4, The Fall Guy made $8.5 million, a total of $63 million on a $125 million budget.
Did you watch this?
We have not seen it.
Well, the good news is you can rent it now on home video.
That's good.
2.5 weeks at the box office. They did not get the numbers they wanted, so they sent it to streaming. Well, I'm sorry, or what is that?
Video on demand?
Yeah. So you can rent it now for $20.
I did see that Iron Claw is now available to stream for free.
On Max.
Is it on Max or Amazon?
At Max. It's on
Okay.
Max. Have you seen that?
Not yet. I had every intention on watching it last night, but did not get to it. So hopefully this week I will be watching it.
What did we rent? Oh, it was Ghostbusters First Empire. We talked about that last week. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead. I was trying to think what we rented. I thought there was something out there. Go ahead.
Coming in at number 5, Challengers made $2.9 million, a total of $43.5 million on a $55 million budget.
Sure.
Go Challengers.
Yeah.
Upcoming. Movies coming out May 31st. May 31st?
May 24th.
That sounds more accurate.
Yeah, I think it's May 24th.
Damn you, intern fax machine.
Damn it.
I'm like, that's not right. That's
No.
a week away. No, we're talking about Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
We have Furiosa coming out.
It's Furiosa, a Mad Max saga.
Oh,
I missed the
I missed that one too.
It's the
That's what she said.
it's the origin story of renegade warrior Furiosa before her encounter and team up with Mad Max.
Did you guys see Fury Road?
Yes, loved it.
Did you? Okay.
It was so good.
Did you
I
see it,
loved
Jeff?
it.
No, I have not seen it.
I couldn't get into it, and I didn't finish it, and I maybe I need to go back to it. Maybe I was, how you're just in one of those moods, like when you watch a movie, you're just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Maybe I need to go back and watch it because I've heard great things.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that Tom Hardy hasn't come back for the sequel that he is supposed to be in this yet.
Are they making a sequel?
Supposedly, yeah,
Huh.
he's supposed to be back.
Okay.
But I guess for one reason or the other, it just never came around, so they came up with this instead.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, no, I very much liked it. It was a really good film to see in the theater, like the
Fury Road.
Yeah, Fury Road was. So I imagine this one will probably be really good too.
I was trying to see here. Give me 1 second.
We've got
Furious.
Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth. Those are the only two people I've ever heard in this movie.
50 million is what they're expecting.
They'll get it.
Is what's her name not in it?
Charlize
Theron is not.
No, she's in the sequel. I heard that she makes an appearance in the sequel of Fury Road, but not this. Well, if they ever make it. Yeah.
So I guess it's a much younger Furiosa.
Yeah, this is before she meets Mad Max. So,
yeah, they're tracking 50 million. What else you got, Jeff?
And also coming out, we have Garfield.
I don't know how this is a thing.
After Garfield's unexpected reunion with his long-lost father, ragged alley cat Vic, he and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered lives to join Vic on a risky heist.
On the positive, it's not live action CGI crap like the old
Bill
ones.
Murray movies.
Yeah, they're expecting 35 million on this one. It's a full on animated show, but my wife and I were watching TV last night, and this came on the trailer. And one, I completely forgot that Chris Pratt was the voice of Garfield in this.
It's got a huge cast.
Does it?
Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Jackson, Hannah Waddingham, Ving Rhames, Nicholas Hoult, Cecily Strong, Harvey Guillen, Brett Goldstein, Bowen Yang, Snoop Dogg.
Jeez, oh Pete.
A lot of people who have very distinct voices.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Chris Pratt.
The thing is, though, like, we saw the trailer, and I'm like, why? Like, I get it. Like, Garfield is, I guess, well known, but does anyone now? Like, but when we were growing up, right, you had plushes, you had, those Garfield small books. Remember those books that you would get, like the long ones with the comic strips in it? Like, I don't think anybody, like, in my kids' generation even gives a shit about Garfield.
I have no clue. I mean, I guess the newspaper comics aren't really a thing these days.
No. So,
I think they still are, but nobody reads them.
Yeah, but
I think honestly,
have your kids picked up a newspaper to read the comics?
No, they always go, "What the hell are you reading?" When I do get a newspaper, and I go, "I know this is a piece of shit." Inquire.
I think they're just banking on our generation taking their kids.
I guess. I mean, obviously, if they're tracking 35 million, and maybe I'm out of the loop. I just saw it, and I'm like, "You're telling me there's not better like IPs out there that you could make?" Like U.S. Acres. Maybe throw that out.
You mean the spinoff of Garfield? Yes. The and Friends part of Garfield and Friends?
I just, again, like I said, obviously they know something I don't, but it just boggles my mind, like some of these things. Like Scooby-Doo is still making new series, new comic books, like that stuff. So I get the Scooby-Doo. But, like, Garfield is like, that hasn't been in the zeitgeist in years.
Well, they're trying to get it back.
I guess so.
This is what's going to get the kids back into Garfield.
My 7-year-old's just like, man, you see what that Garfield does? He hates Mondays.
But he loves lasagna.
Oh, my gosh. My 14-year-old loves lasagna. Maybe he'll go to it. Oh, been waiting for a lasagna film.
Again, this is another, it's like, I like Chris Pratt, but if we make him do the voice of everything, then everything's just going to sound like Chris Pratt.
Yeah. He does it with an Italian accent.
Yeah, it's like he's Mario, and now he's Garfield. Mario and Garfield shouldn't sound alike.
Maybe they won't.
I've heard clips of both. They sound like Chris Pratt.
But Odie doesn't talk.
I mean, honestly, they sound like the older brother from that one Pixar movie.
Onward Bound?
Onward, yeah.
Onward, not Onward Bound.
That's Homeward Bound.
That's Homeward Bound.
Very different films.
Yes. Anything else coming out that we missed?
Yeah. Let's see. We've got a movie called Sight coming out.
Can't wait to see it.
2023 film getting released. A blind orphan arrives in his waiting room seeking a miracle. A world-renowned eye surgeon must confront his past and draw on the resilience he gained growing up in China during the Cultural Revolution to try to restore her sight.
Unfortunately, the surgeon has a car accident on the way to the surgery and becomes a wizard. Doctor Strange.
Apparently, this is the inspiring true story.
I can't wait.
Of Ming Wang.
Ming-Na Wen?
No, Ming Wang, who flees communist China to become a pioneering eye surgeon in America.
I'm already falling asleep just from the description.
God.
Spoilers, I bet you she fixes him.
That doesn't sound like a bad movie to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Terry Chin, Greg Kinnear.
Greg Kinnear?
Finola Flanagan.
Love Finola Flanagan.
I think she's a good actress.
She's a very good actress. She was amazing in Four Brothers.
She was.
Oh, God.
She was the mom.
That's a good film.
She was good and Lost in the big role she had in that show.
She was the polar bear.
Let's see. Also, we have kidnapped, the abduction of Edgardo Mortara. A Jewish boy is kidnapped and converted to Catholicism in 1858.
Oh, man.
We're kidnapping. You're becoming
Let's never
Catholic.
get the kids back to the theater.
Is that a true story?
It doesn't.
If it's not a true story, it sounds the worst script I've ever read.
So this is the story of Edgardo Mortara, a young Jewish boy living in Bologna, Italy, who in 1858, after being secretly baptized, was forcibly taken from his family to be raised as a Christian.
Is it true?
No. I guess. I mean, it doesn't say.
Film.
His parents struggled to free their son, became part of a larger political battle that pitted the papacy against forces of democracy and Italian unification.
How is this not a true story?
I'm assuming this has got to be based off of a true story.
Let me go to the.
It sounds horrible.
Let me go to the. Did you know
secret baptisms really count?
Yes.
I mean, because if you're not going to be open about it, then how does it count?
Okay, so it is based on Danielle Scalise's book, Il Caso Mortara, albeit loosely. The book itself is based on a true story, the Mortara case.
There was once a kid named
where a 6-year-old Jewish boy was kidnapped by the Catholic Church in 1858 in Bologna.
The Catholic Church did something wrong?
It's hard to believe, but...
Die, Bart, die. The Bart, the. No one who's
we can't seem to we can't seem to get away from Jesus.
Well, he keeps kidnapping you.
To be fair, Intern Fax Machine did not put this on the outline. You found it yourself.
I mean,
and then lastly this
when
week,
you least expect it. I mean, they're like the Spanish Inquisition.
Found Jesus. He was under the coffee table. Hello. What's got?
Lastly, a 2022 film that is now seeing it's actually a 2022 documentary that's being released called Queen of the Deuce. It's the
Doesn't sound good.
It's the unbelievable story of Shelley Wilson, who escaped the Holocaust.
Oh, damn it, there goes my joke.
And built a porn cinema empire.
What?
A porn cinema empire in New York City in the 1970s.
That was a big twist. I was not expecting. You know what? We could do 1,000 plot lines and never come up with that.
She was a Greek-born, Christmas-celebrating Jewish grandmother who married men but was openly gay. This documentary charts her unlikely rise to wealth as a shrewd businesswoman on The Deuce, a.k.a. New York's infamous 42nd Street.
Time out.
Ah, that's The Deuce.
And she was into shitting films.
If I'm not mistaken, HBO made a show about her in this. It was called The Deuce.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was loosely based off of her, but this is the actual biography.
Do you think it's a real documentary, or somebody wrote this script and they're like, and all this studios are like, this doesn't even sound like it would be true.
I mean,
and then they're like, it's a documentary.
Maybe not.
That was a lot of twist in that.
Yeah,
that was good, Brian.
A lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking for that documentary.
Okay. Brian or Jeff, can you give me some top 5 music? Top 5. Cold Dust.
All right, we're done.
From Randall, top 5. He picked this one too. He's been rocking it. Randall Holt. He's not evil.
He's just my brother.
There you go. Top 5 favorite fictional uncles and or aunts. We may have done this one before, but it's been a long time. And since the listener sends in a top 5, we got to do it.
I don't remember doing this one.
I don't either, actually. I'm just waiting for Doug to say, you did this in episode 12. Which is, we appreciate that, actually. Let's see here. Brian, go ahead with your top 5.
Let's see here. My number 5, I'm going to go with Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
That's a good one. Okay.
I'll take him off my list.
No, put him on the board. What number was he for you?
He wasn't a number yet.
Oh, okay. Put him on the board.
Of the ones I wrote down, I haven't numbered them yet.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is
Uncle Rico.
just to piss you off.
Okay.
Uncle Fester.
Now on my list.
I know he's not on your list, but I
No.
know you don't like the Addams Family
No.
for some strange reason. But Uncle Fester, the preferably not the Christopher Lloyd version.
But we did interview Christopher Lloyd.
We did.
My number 5 was Aunt B from Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
So
I will
Nobody
say-
saw that coming.
Yeah.
there you go. Love
I will
Andy
say
Griffith
I had
Show.
a hard time finding fictional aunts that would make my list.
I know, I did too.
But people like are really being pretty. Yeah, they're not good.
No.
They don't make good aunt characters.
Aunt B. That's it.
Yeah, when Aunt B is your top
Aunt B?
aunt character,
Andy.
and honestly, Aunt B is not a great person in that show.
No. But to be fair, Andy doesn't do a really nice job to her either.
Oh no,
It's kind of like it's a bad show.
No. Stop it. My number 4 is, I hobied it, Uncle Rad and Aunt Frisky. It is from Bluey. And love Bluey. And
really? I don't think you've ever mentioned that.
I love Bluey. And they are my number 4. Uncle Rad's kind of the brother the uncle that comes back. He's only in 5 episodes, but he kind of explores the world, comes back, and then
Is he rad?
he is.
Does he talk with like that surfer?
He does
type?
actually. And then Aunt Frisky is really cool too. I like her a lot. So, but yeah,
Is she a whore?
no, but they start dating and then they end up getting married. So, number 4 for you. That's when the horrors come to town.
Number 4 for me. I'm going to go with Bilbo Baggins.
Is he an uncle?
He's Frodo's uncle.
Okay, great.
Uncle Bilbo.
Great. Played by Sean Astin.
No.
Oh.
He was Samwise.
Oh, okay. Number 4 for you, Brian? Was that on your list?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was on an honorable mention list that I left at home. Let's see here. My number 5. Nope. We just did that one.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4. I'm gonna go with drunk Uncle Ned from Family Ties.
Oh, I forgot about Uncle Ned.
Good one. That's a good pull. I like that one.
Yeah,
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3. I'm gonna go with Uncle Leo from Seinfeld.
That's my number 3. Put it on the board. Nice job. Hello, Jerry.
Your cousin Jeffrey works for the parks.
He's so funny. He should write your material, Jerry. That's a good one. Number 3 for you, Jeff?
Number 3 for me, I've got Uncle Jesse Duke.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that.
Yep.
From the TV show or the movie?
From the TV show.
Willie Nelson was good, though.
Well, Willie Nelson wasn't a bad version.
Yeah.
But Denver Pyle is the number 1
Okay.
true Uncle Jesse.
My number 3 was Uncle Leo from Seinfeld. Number 2 is Scar from The Lion King. He was an uncle.
Oh, yeah. He's on my list.
Number 2?
I guess I'm putting him at number 2.
Put it on the board.
Scar and Uncle Rico are tied at number 2.
Hey, no king, no king.
La 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 la
La la la. Fools.
Scar had the best song in the movie, and then they didn't even include that song when they did the live action quote unquote version.
It was like a speech that wasn't a speech. It was awful. And so they're making a second one that's Mufasa as a kid because that's great. And Scar is in it.
I would hope so if he's
But
Mufasa's
like they start
brother.
adding some other like from characters from the first the Lion King, and the people online are like, did they just wipe his brain clean like from Star Wars? Like you don't remember these guys? So yeah, Scar's number 2. That was your number 2 along with
Scar and Uncle Rico are tied at number 2.
Number 2 for you.
Number 2 for me. I hobied this one. Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. Fresh Prince.
Honorable mentions for me. Good one.
Both Aunt Vivs, by the way.
Both Aunt Vivs.
I like both of them equally. I
do
didn't
too.
think that they were whatever.
It's another thing that the social media and
Do
online
they
did.
feel like they're the same character, or does it feel like there was a change in character when they changed actresses?
I think that there was a small difference in that character with each of them.
I agree.
Then number 1 for me, Aunt Jackie from Roseanne.
Oh, I didn't. That's a good one. Brian, your list was pretty good. I like that. Jeff, number 1.
Everybody heard that, right?
Yeah.
Jason just gave me a compliment.
I did.
We're recording, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't worry. He'll just hit format. You'll be fine.
let me make sure we still are recording. Yeah, it's counting up.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Number 1 for me is Uncle Elmer.
Oh, the wrestler?
Hillbilly Jim's uncle.
The least skilled guy I've ever seen. One of the least skilled guys.
He was great.
Uncle Elmer, and wasn't there a cousin too?
Cousin Junior.
Junior,
I think
that's
there were
it.
2 cousins. Like
Cousin Junior was
Luke.
like 800 pounds, and he was awful. He was a Giant Gonzalez of his time.
Didn't like Uncle Elmer hold the record for quickest match ever at some point?
I don't know.
Didn't he have like the donkey kick and like it was like the first move done in the match and he knocked the guy out?
Man. I know for a while King Kong Bundy had it for WrestleMania when he beats St. Jones.
If it wasn't Uncle Elmer, it was Cousin Junior. It was one of them.
One of the two.
Speaking of shortest,
Wasn't there a wedding too?
wrestling
There was.
events. Also this week at the TNA show, Santino was there.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
I didn't know that he was with TNA, and
Yep.
like his music hit, and I was like, oh my god, like
He's the
and
general manager.
and he like came out. Oh my god, so funny.
You ever go online, like with Twitter, they have, if wrestling is fake, explain this, and it's Santino versus Cactus, or Mankind Sacco, like the snake versus the and they're fighting. He's just hilarious.
Santino was probably one of the funnier things.
Oh, God. Yes.
It was bad, but it was also entertaining.
It was
because
entertaining.
You know that somebody pitched that to him.
Yep.
And he hated it.
Yes.
But he still did it.
Yes.
And
to
did
get a
it well.
paycheck. Yep.
So I give him credit for that.
Number 1 for me was Uncle Buck from John Candy, the movie. I love that film. So, yeah. We did have listeners sent this in. Randall, since it was his top 5. Yep. He had Aunt B. Aunt B. Anda. Come eat your key lime pie. Uncle Jesse from Dukes. Aunt Abby and Aunt Martha from Arsenic and Old Lace. The movie. Jeez, it's a deep dive. Aunt May, the Marissa Tomei version.
I thought of that.
I did too. Uncle Scrooge from DuckTales. Might solve a mystery.
Or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo.
Honorable mention, Uncle Scrooge, the Michael Caine version.
No.
From Michael Caine. And just for that was for just for Jason, he said. Thank you.
All right.
Jacobo.
No more top 5 lists for Randall for a while.
Jacobo, at Tweets by Jacobo, had Aunt Jemima. Oh, jeez.
There we go.
Uncle Elroy from Next Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Uncle Fester and Uncle Ruckus.
Oh, okay.
So, and then
we had we had some on Facebook too.
Go right ahead.
Let's see. Sarah White posted a GIF of Uncle Buck.
Yep, gotta love it when he's making the pancakes.
Let's see, from Nick Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Uncle Buck.
Yep.
Number 4, Hobie, Aunts Hilda and Zelda from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Forgot about that.
Number 3, Aunt Meg from Twister.
Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 2, Uncle Jesse from Full House.
Wrong, Uncle Jesse.
And number 1, Uncle Jesse from Dukes of Hazzard.
There you
go. Kevin Brigger says, "I'll plead the 5th."
I don't know if he's. He doesn't have to pick his real life uncles. It's just
it's fictional uncles.
Fictional uncles.
So if Uncle Bob is what he's pleading the 5th on,
and then Cindy Luhu says, "Uncle Jesse, Dukes of Hazzard."
Yep.
Uncle Jesse and Aunt Becky from Full House.
Hey, Aunt Becky will do whatever it takes to get you into college, even if it means jail
true.
time.
That's true.
Number 3, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. Number 2, Aunt Zelda
from Sabrina.
And then number 1, she puts herself on that list, Aunt Cindy.
Oh, well, congratulations, Aunt Cindy.
I guess,
But fictional.
I mean, I've met her nephew, so I know she's a real aunt.
Are you a real girl? I'm a girl, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 2 honorable mentions.
Go right ahead.
One of them was also I just looked at it and I can't remember.
Okay.
The other one was Aunt Sheila from King of Queens. She's Doug's aunt that hooks up with Carrie's dad, Arthur. Oh. She and her husband are separated. She comes to town, then Arthur starts wooing her.
Oh.
He asks for permission to woo her. Yeah, it's a pretty good episode.
Okay.
So is she a better love interest for Arthur than Spence's mom?
I mean, for only it being one episode, yeah. But I think his best love interest was Veronica St. James.
I don't remember Veronica St. James.
She was the one that
Played by Susan St. James.
No, she was the famous singer who the song was "You Can't Lick My Lollipop."
I do kind of remember him going on that.
That was the name of her song. You can lick my lollipop, but you can't lick me.
Moving on, titles for the show. Or actually, I'm sorry, Bad Idea of the Week. Bad Idea of the Week, number 812. Being a cannibal.
I
was going to say the Catholic school kidnapping and baptizing kids secretly.
Right, 364. Let's do that.
In 1858.
Bad idea number 666.
Oh, there we go.
Kidnapping a Jewish kid and making him
kidnappings and secret
Catholicism, baptisms. Makes sense. Let's see here.
All right, Jeff, give me a noun.
Oh, wait a minute. What Mad Lib is this?
Something else that I forgot. So, in honor, at the wrestling show, talking with Ryan about Joe Hendry, told me an interesting fact that I was unaware of, that on the Europe Billboards chart for months, Joe Henry's song was battling Taylor Swift at the top of the Billboards chart.
Yes.
His song.
Wow. I believe in Joe Hendry.
So, in honor of that, we're going to do a Taylor Swift Mad Lib.
That's fine. Noun, Jeff.
Jeff, I need a noun.
Taylor Swift, her noun will be ring.
Jason, give me an adjective.
Colorful.
Jeff, give me a type of event.
WrestleMania. Taylor Swift at WrestleMania. I can go for that.
Jason, give me a plural type of food.
Hot dogs.
Jeff, give me a part of the body.
Kneecap.
No.
Jason, give me a verb.
Fisting.
God.
Of course Jason has to go there.
Jeff, give me an animal.
Oh,
Panda.
that's a good one.
Jason, give me a verb.
Jogging.
Or jog if it doesn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, just so jog.
Okay.
Jeff, give me a type of event.
Another type of event.
SummerSlam.
I'm going to say Comic Expo.
Oh, October 18th through the 20th.
Jason, give me an adjective.
Large.
Jeff, give me an article of clothing.
Ooh. Scarf.
Jason, give me a plural animal.
Necromonger. Gers.
What?
Okay, fine. That's not an animal.
Just don't be weird with it.
Rabbits.
Thank you. Jeff, give me
Necromonger.
Jeff, give me an adjective.
Floppy.
Jason, give me a place.
Anchorage.
Ooh, good one. I like that.
I like Anchorage, Alaska.
Jeff, give me a color.
We will go with maize yellow.
Jason, give me a verb.
Clogging.
Or clog if it doesn't
Yes.
end in ing.
I didn't say a verb ending in ing.
Clog.
All right, Jeff, wrap this up with a plural noun.
Thoughts and prayers.
It works.
Whoa. All right, so this is a Taylor Swift Mad Lib, things you should never tolerate.
Okay.
Number 1, people who talk over ring ball game.
Okay. Didn't work.
People who think they're more colorful than anyone else.
That works.
Yeah,
That works.
don't tolerate them.
People who ruin your WrestleMania.
You're done. Yes.
I hate them.
People who tell you that you smell like hot dogs. I will not tolerate anyone telling me that I smell like hot dogs. People who break your kneecap.
Oh, that's true.
Don't tolerate that.
No.
Hate when they do that.
Yeah. Don't be friends with those people.
Oh my god.
I mean, like Tanya Harding had to distance herself
That's
from
true.
those type of people.
Do not tolerate people who fist like a panda.
Wow.
Clip your nails.
Never tolerate people who don't let you jog at a comic expo.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, true.
Never tolerate people who steal your large scarf.
Yeah, unless you're MJF. Yep.
Never tolerate people who don't like rabbits. I love rabbits, so.
Austin Pfeffer.
Never tolerate people who make you feel bad for being floppy.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
It happens to everyone.
That's what they all say.
Things you should never tolerate. People who ditch you at Anchorage.
You're in the cold. That's a rough day.
Hate when they ditch me in Anchorage.
Never tolerate people who hate the color maize yellow.
That's true. That is true.
Never tolerate, lastly, never tolerate people who clog your thoughts on the playground.
That kind of works. Negative thoughts. Yeah.
Quit clogging my thoughts.
Yeah.
Title for the show. Good job, Brian. Titles for the show. I have Quit Clogging My Thoughts. I Missed the Colon. The Ascension. And Drunk Grilling. Brian?
I had Finally, We're Done with Jesus.
Oh, that would not go over well, I don't think.
Then I had
Leaning towards it.
then I had Satan's Anus.
Nope.
Then I had We Can't Seem to Get Away from Jesus.
That's the theme.
I mean, I thought we were, but then by the end of it, we couldn't. Those are the three titles that I had. 2 Jesus and a Satan. Oh my god.
Done. Don't even say it, Jeff. That's the title.
I don't even get to read my
Go ahead,
options.
read them.
I just had, that does not excite me. I could eat myself from this point on.
Oh, from this point on.
I missed the colon. This will get the kids back into the cinema. Secret baptism.
I do like secret baptism.
And Brian smells like hot dogs.
I will not tolerate that.
How dare you? Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. And we'll be back next week. Roger said, yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I very much needed to laugh today. So thank you.
Hey.
Yeah.
I did not have as serious of a thing with you as you did, but I did the same thing. Like, I was driving home and my brain was fried, and I was happy to.
Very, very much needed to laugh today.
Good.
So do
Do you think 2 Jesus and a Satan will help you?
I mean,
Can't hurt.
I mean, 2's better than 1. I mean, I've always said that.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history bad, so bad.
You've been listening to Hobie.